What is going on, esteemed witnesses of the courtroom? This is the Croc, and today we've got a gold, silver, crystal TGBDual Wi-Fi battle versus Dallas Boy 1992. Now, those of you that have not seen our very previous match, I suggest that you click the link down below in the description, because I'm going to be honest, it was a luck-based finish between us, but we're not into that this time. We are both out for vengeance, me to hold on to my title and him to get me back. I have new sexy sprites, I'm still working on them, please give me your feedback. Some of them didn't really come out the way they're supposed to. But first off, we're going to start with some lag, and I needed to speed up the battle. So I'm going to be leading with Pincer, he's going to be leading Cloister. I know right now he's got free chance to set up spikes, so I need to go into Vera and Masham and get up my spikes as well, because they're going to be beneficial in wearing down whatever Dallas has. Now, I guess I'm just on a really bad battling binge. I guess I can blame it on X and Y servers going down. At least we're going to pretend to do that. He's going to go to Scarm and get my spikes up. I'm going to go for Super Fang. He's going to bring him down to half as he curses up. Now, what I think about here is I'm like, okay, I have so many things on my team that can hit this thing very effectively. I decide to go out to Melissa. Even though I will take spikes damage, Melissa can very, very easily threaten it out with a Thunderbolt. It's definitely in a range that it would take it out. So now April May is going to come in against this Skarmory. And no, this is not Shining Lapras, it's just its color. Now I have Whirlpool, Perish Song, Protect Lapras, which I've actually not become a fan of, and you're going to see why in this battle. It's going to go into this Raikou. I predict this very nice to get this Whirlpool down on it. And depending on what electric move it has and its damage rolls, factoring critical hits, it would be a time to trap this thing. But unfortunately, Whirlpool works a little bit differently than Mean Looking, etc. It only works for a set number of turns. So Thunderbolt brings me to a point that after leftovers, it's right under a 2-hit KO, so that's just fantastic. I'm able to get the Perish Song down. And basically what I've got to do here is get Double Protect. And the reason Double Protect is the thing here is because he most likely has Roar. Most Raikou have Hidden Power, Roar, Thunderbolt, and Rest. And that's pretty much how Dallas likes to play Raikou. So I'm not really too threatened by this thing. Pretty much if I miss the damage roll here, one of two things are going to happen. I'm going to get roared out and we're going to continue on as we were, or Thunderbolt's going to do a lot of damage. So I do get the Perish Cat down to 1, but he's released from the Whirlpool, which means we both can freely switch out. But at the same time, it makes the match a whole lot better, just because, you know, we're not going to go down to some lame shenanigans. At least I wish I could say that. So he's going to go back to Clamp On. I'm going to go back to Melissa. I know Melissa Foster can very much threaten this Cloister out. It will also reveal if he has a ground type, etc. That'll pretty much bait him out. So I decided to go for the Thunderbolt to do two things. I want to see what he'll switch into. I want to see if he's got a ground type and an electrical resistance and see what it is. It happens to be this Nidoking. Now Nidoking bar Fire Blast I can handle with Pincer. Weirdly enough, I can wear it down with Pincer. I predict him to go for the Lovely Kiss. I am a Rest Talker. And Paralysis is fantastic when it comes to things like Nidoking. Also down below in the description, if you will leave me your favorite recolored Sprite, I would really appreciate it. Pincer does not look great, and neither does Smeargle, but that's fine, at least it works. So Body Slam doesn't do much at all. I do not score the Paralysis. And I know he has Earthquake, but he doesn't reveal another move to me. He switches out into Shrek his T-Tar. And I was like, okay, interesting switch, because I do have the Hidden Power Bug. So, I mean, Hidden Power Bug is going to do quite a bit of damage, being super effective. I swear, you know, the last couple people that I have watched and whatnot, I had a little bit of error with the Game Boy moving around when it shouldn't. I've been watching Robotnik and Z's in a couple matches. I've just really not gone in the favor of any of us, so I guess it happens sometimes. It's kind of a rough patch, but we'll get through it. I don't like this team near as much as the other team. But the reason I brought a new team was I wanted to make something new. I kind of was in the mood to go with the new sprites. But I'm going to get a lucky break here. I go into Gengar, he explodes, and that's just great. He really could get a free switch into Snorlax, but the fact that he brings in this T-Tar kind of alludes that he has Pursuit instead of Crunch. but I have the wrong setup because I was like, oh yeah, hidden power fighting, except no, not from this range. Pursuit just going to bring me down quite a bit here, and it really, if he's got a Snorlax or anything like that, which we'll get into that in a minute, he's got a free switch into it right now without sacrificing this T-Tar. He takes this opportunity to go into said Snorlax, taking Spike's damage and Thunderbolt being very minimal damage. Now, I do have the Destiny Bond, which is better late than never in this case. I'm going to go out into Vera Misham, and the reason I'm going to go to Vera Misham is even if he starts cursing up, I want to Super Fang this thing. I want to bring its HP down to a median level, which I can handle with some other threats that I have. And looking at this turn, I could have growth passed. What would have happened, what would have ensued had it not been a critical hit, which kind of null and voided that whole plan. I could have growth passed into Judge Chambers, and from that point I could have taken him out with a flamethrower. But that's neither here nor there, and there's also a choke up on that, which we'll get into later into the match. By no means, Dallas is an incredible player. I've battled him several times. Now, Jolteon and Snorlax here, I decided to go into Pinsir to scout for the Earthquake in case it does have it, because that's going to be very, very relevant in dealing with this threat. And I wake up on this turn, I score the very necessary and needed paralysis that I was looking for. Body Slam going to my Pinsir down to 77, but I don't get paralyzed. That's pretty awesome. What I decided to do here is go for the Hidden Power Bug. It is stabbed. It will do more damage than Body Slam, only by a little bit. I know the Body Slam will take me out from this range, so that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly okay with Pinsir going down at this point. So what I decided to do now is I decided to go into April May, and I'm going to make mistake number 2 in this match. You're going to see here in just a minute. First, I'm going to go for the Whirlpool, being that he's paralyzed. There's nothing he can do to stop me from trapping him. So he's like, okay, cool. I'll go for the Body Slam. I'm not going to score the para. But right here, this guy's at +1. It's a massive threat. Even at +1, Snorlax is just ridiculously powerful and can tear massive holes. I decided to go for the Attract on the off chance that he wanted to do something completely different. I should have gone Perish Song right there. There's no reason to not go for the Perish Song. He's going to break through it. His fatness is not going to have any of that kind of love affection, and he's just going to take me out right there. Now right here, he told me after the match, and I'll kind of include this in the commentary, he was going to go straight for the Earthquake right here. And he actually does, so I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, Earthquake takes me out. Can't even little +1 Earthquake. That's very sad. I really wanted to growth pass into Houndoom. Kind of what this whole team is about. So now, it's pretty much now or never, and never is pretty much the idea. I've waited far too late to go for the Destiny Bond right here. And really, he could have taken this opportunity just to freely set up and stall out Destiny Bond, but really doesn't matter. Gengar and Snorlax going to go down, and I'm left with Houndoom, which, looking at whatever he may have had left, it has a good preferable chance to come back, but it just kind of bears on how this is going to go. He goes into Nidoking. Now, I know Nidoking is going to be one of those Pokemon that is probably going to go for the Lovely Kiss. I think he's more concerned to take the guaranteed win by going for the Lovely Kiss. Had I gone for Sunny Day and had I had Fire Blast, you guys can see I could have taken this thing out, and then I probably could have matched up against Raikou. I definitely could have matched Skarmory, because his Cloyster exploded. And I'm not sure what his last Pokemon was. So, that's a big, big thing. Oh, it's his T-Tar. And I could have won that with Sunny Day Solar Beam. So it was actually a lot closer than the score showed had I had the right Houndoom setup. But I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Dallas definitely got his vengeance back. It's never too late to bond with your destiny, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. I know I did. As I have said, I've gotten to meet some really cool people lately. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to doing a lot more. And I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and leave Second Generation all the love in the world. I like my other team better, and I'll probably go back to using it, and I'll probably work on this team some more. So, rate, comment, subscribe, peace out, objection, find the computer room, and peace.